Hey, welcome to Surviving the Beautiful Southwest. Man, I'm so freaking fortunate to live out here. For me, it doesn't get better than this. Maybe I'm just weird. So anyway, I'm kind of in limbo waiting on some stuff, so I figured it's story time. Talk to you about something that happened to me last weekend. So I had a rough week at work, and the result was me taking off Friday out to the desert immediately after work to go get some unwind time, much needed. And I just kind of do my thing out there, bring my guitar, jam out a little bit, start a campfire, just kind of, I guess in my way, meditate, just get some peace and quiet away from the madness. And hung out there for a little over an hour, packed up my crap at sundown, started rolling back out into town. And as soon as the dirt met the asphalt, not even 100 feet from hitting the asphalt road, a dog bolted out in front of me. I ended up bouncing that thing right off my bumper. Poor dog. So, as any halfway decent human being would do, I obviously stopped, wanted to assess the situation on the dog, not just my truck. And it ended up just sitting on the side of the road, still somewhat alive. Just real stoked, man. Freaked me out. Didn't really know what to do, so I keep a little stash of food and water in my truck. A survivalist. First thing we got to do is stash the food and the water, right? No big deal. So I grabbed a can of Vienna sausages, and I was happy I finally got to use it after 3 years of sitting in my truck. Cracked it open and tried to gain some trust with the dog. Wanted to make sure it wasn't going to try to kill me. And ended up being a really sweet dog. Showed it some love, fed it some food, and finally got it kind of trusting me. And I went to my truck, opened up my back doors, flipped up my seat so I was going to try to take it home. There's no way in hell I was going to leave it sitting on the side of the road like that. You don't do that to living animals, and unless it's like an elk or something, I've been in a car where we hit an elk before. Eddie. I've hit rabbits and squirrels. There's nothing you can do with those. A freaking bird hit me on my Harley once. That fucking hurt. But with the dog, it's just different. It's man's best friend. I didn't have the heart just to let it lay out there and die, obviously. So once I got the back door opened up and the seats flipped up, I went to go check on it. It popped right up. Walked up to my truck. It was ready to go. It was cool. So helped it in the truck. I was amazed because I hit that thing kind of hard. When an animal runs out in front of your vehicle, just from my experiences, and I know people talk about this quite a bit, the last thing you want to do is swerve. Swerving could cause a worse accident. Just hit the brakes as hard as possible. Unfortunately, hit the animal, but just try to minimize the impact. That's all you can do, really. So anyway, got the dog home. Got it kind of situated in the garage away from my dogs, and it turned out to be a female. Gave her some water, gave her some food, kind of checked her body out. She had a few wounds we had to clean up a little bit, and just kind of let it rest the next day. That night, the next day we took it to the clinic to make sure it wasn't going to die on us, and got it groomed up, had a bunch of stickers and stuff. Ended up being like a 10-plus-year-old standard black female poodle. Who would have figured I'd be rolling with a poodle? But, no microchip, no collar, no way to find out whose dog it was. So, we took it back home, and I ended up going to one of the animal clinics by the house, and they took pictures of her, posted it up on Facebook, and 3 hours later, got a call from their owners in Colorado. Apparently they own some land down here, and the dog Ollie, whatever, some freaking dog name, ended up running away, and they spent the whole next over a day looking for her, couldn't find her. Figured she was coyote food, so they went back to Colorado. And Man, they were just over the moon talking to him over the phone. They packed up and they came straight down to Albuquerque and ended up meeting up with them. So here to follow, I got a little bit of footage of the meetup, the reunion with Ollie or Allie or whatever, and her owner. So hope you enjoy. Conclusion, just kind of wanted to share a few things that I gathered from this experience. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to keep a little dog leash with me. You know, I didn't really have a way to round her up when I first got her. Just lucky enough that she was ready to jump in my truck and come home with me after almost killing her. If there's not a dog collar, any vet, I assume any vet hospital will allow you to come in and they'll scan the dog for you so you can try to find the owner. And if there's no microchip, then I assume that any vet clinic in their right mind would take a picture, post it up on their website, and kind of help you find the owner. You know, why not? We're all human. We all need to be there for each other. We all need to be there for our dogs. Oh, I miss you so much. Anyway, glad the little fucker's gone. She kept barking at all my dogs. See you next time. Later.